So welcome to my pinch harmonic lesson. For those of you who are new to Twitch, today I've decided to do a pinch harmonic lesson on how to do pinch harmonics really well, different tunings, different string gauges, distortion without distortion, that kind of thing. Because when I did my video on Sunday, a lot of people were saying, oh, I don't really know how to do them on the low strings, I only really know how to do them on the high strings. Which is interesting, because I actually prefer doing them on the low strings rather than the high strings. I find the high strings really hard. Drop B slit riff sound amazing in drop A. So yeah, we're all here on Twitch to learn how to do pinch harmonics. This is our pinch harmonic lesson. I've done a few of these in the past, but this is going to be the up-to-date 2019 version. The first song I ever heard a pinch harmonic in was Children of Bodom, Bottom After Midnight. And the first time I ever learned a pinch harmonic was in Duality by Slipknot. So when I first learned how to do pinch harmonics, I would do them like this. So I would play a natural harmonic. A natural harmonic is a note exactly on the fret. So you hear them in the 12th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret. And what I would do is play my finger on there and then bend it after, which I got really good at. But then it was really difficult to do in songs like this, because you had to go from to like hovering your finger, which was really difficult. I found that really difficult. So then I learned the way to do it properly is actually to put your plectrum right at the end of your thumb, so it's scraping the string, and then play the note at the same time. So you could then play them anywhere up the neck. Because I was confused as to why people doing solos down here could then pinch harmonic and they weren't doing it down on the 4th fret. And I was like, how are they doing that? I need to learn how to do that. So I taught myself, used the internet, used some lessons. This was back in 2007, a long time ago. So I taught myself a very long time ago. So what I learned first to figure out how to do it, and if any of you are playing guitar at the same time right now, play along with the guitar. But I'm going to upload this video to YouTube after. I'm going to cut it all up into a nice little lesson. Is with your left hand, your fretting hand, put your finger on the string you want to play the pinch harmonic on, as you'll see on the second webcam here, and then hold it and then play the note with your right hand. So if I turn the distortion up a tiny little bit, actually I'm going to turn the distortion off completely so you can still hear it. So you should still be able to hear this. So even when there's no distortion, you can still hear that there's like a harmonic sound. Which is kind of how they do it in the song, I think it's Sweet Pea by System of a Down. Just hovering over the harmonic. That's more of a natural harmonic than a pinch harmonic. So find the sweet spot. I'll put the distortion back on again so you can hear it better. So you could have a higher pitch one here, or a lower pitch one here. And then when you find the sweet spot, get your thumb in that position I showed before, get it in that scraping position, and get it on the sweet spot. So the sweet spot was around here. So you can hear it there. So that's when you then would, when you were playing the note, is give it a bit of a bend. So I see a lot of people just doing this, and that's fine, but it's always good to give it a bit of vibrato. Depending on how you want it to sound, you can give it a wide vibrato, you can give it a lot of bend, or you can do a pre-bend pinch harmonic. So, if you're going to put that into a riff, let's give it a bit of a riff and I'll show you how you do it in the song. You can also do it where two guitarists play different harmonics. So in duality, the first time around it's played like this. And then the second time, Jim plays the same harmonic as the first time, but then Mick plays a slightly higher pitched one. So you could either play it on the string higher up, so if you play it on the second string, which would be the A, so it technically in drop B would be F sharp, you can either go up to the B, or you can move your hand down that sweet spot on the same note you were doing before. So, or, so you see on this second camera here, depending on where you have your hand on the sweet spot, the harmonic will sound different. See? A lot of people in the video I did left a comment saying that they find it difficult to do it on the lower strings, the thicker ones, and they find it easier to do it on the higher ones. I always feel the opposite way around, so I feel actually that the higher ones are harder. I always say they're kind of like kill switch engage ones because they do a lot of high pitched ones. But regardless of where you play it on the string, I always recommend doing a reinforced bend. So a reinforced bend is where you have multiple fingers holding the note. So if you're going to bend on the 5th fret, have your index finger on the 3rd fret, middle finger on the 4th, and then your 5th one being the main finger that you're playing the note on. Hey everyone! Everyone that's joined, I'm saying hi, hello. So if you were doing a bend on the 5th fret, instead of just simply doing it with one finger, if you give it 3 fingers, so 3rd, 4th, 5th, you see you can get a bit more vibrato out of it. Same as on all the other strings. And if you're doing bends, it's always a good idea to do it that way as well. So you get a bit more bend out of that one. Jay, you might find that one useful in Machine Head. So Machine Head Imperium has a pinched harmonic in it, which is a good bend. So although there I'm actually playing it with my middle finger, my index finger is barring over the 2nd fret, so you don't get a lot of noise. Lots of people do pinch harmonics famously. Dan McDowell, Zach Wild, Kill Switch Engage, Partway Drive, lots of bands. I use them a lot as well. They're one of my favourite techniques. In the video I did on Sunday, you'll see there was lots of different styles of pinch harmonic. There was different bands that play them. After the Burial was another one with Behold the Crown. So that one sounds like this. So that can be quite difficult because you're going from a harmonic to an open note. So you're almost playing, which is quite difficult because you're going from just playing the note normally to scraping it with your thumb. Sometimes I find if you actually attack it, coming down at it, you get more of a grip on it. So I'll play that riff again. It's the 5th fret and the 6th fret and then the open string. So that's one example. Another good example is Kill Switch Engage. So the version I played was a live version of Fixation on the Darkness, which sounds like this. And then the riff follows on with another pinch harmonic. So those are the riffs where it's quite difficult to actually go from an open string maybe to a pinch harmonic, or a power chord to a pinch harmonic. So again, get your thumb in this position, get your plectrum just resting out of the thumb, and scrape along. So while we're in this lesson, does anyone have any questions about pinch harmonics? Like I said, in the comments a lot of people were saying that they struggle on the low strings. I find it quite hard to do it on high strings. So let me know in the chat what you think about pinch harmonics. If you are a guitarist, let me know what you struggle with. Any songs you like to have them in, any songs that you like to have them in where you struggle how to play them. This is in drop A. You can play it in standard, you can play it in any tuning. Pinch harmonics can be played almost anywhere. Like I said earlier, they can be played clean, they can be played distorted. If you turn off the gain quite a lot, they sound less kind of high pitched, but they're still there. You can still hear them. So if I roll my volume knob off a little bit, so like for cemetery gates, for example, so you can still hear them even though I've rolled the volume right off. One interesting thing about cemetery gates is you look at the first camera. So you play the note and then slide away from it. Instead of playing, so you're not playing 3 harmonics, you're playing 1, and then sliding back between 7, 6 and 7. And you can also slide away with pinch harmonics completely, or the opposite way. So in Bringing the Horizon, wearing a Bringing the Horizon t-shirt, and one of the earlier songs on, I think it's Braille, which is for Stevie Wonder's Eyes Only, they play a riff like this, which is a slide away harmonic. Normal one there.